Hello friends, welcome back to Learning Nails and Aesthetics. We are on chapter 5 in the Milady Nail book, Nail Product Chemistry. We'll be starting on page 121, reading to 130. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. We did reach 100 subscribers, so that's pretty awesome. I hope to grow this channel a lot bigger than that so we can do some giveaways and a lot more fun things in the future. Don't forget, check out my other videos. Fun Temu stuff, nail polish, unboxing. I've done unboxing Beetles products and some Temu polishes, as well as have a video coming up unboxing a Sheen polish. Well, I purchased it on Sheen. It's not made by Sheen, but yeah. So I cannot grow this channel without you, so please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into this. Chapter 5 in the Milady Nail book. Keep in mind, I am not AI, so mistakes will be made. Compare nail coating products in terms of their chemical or physical reaction. As a nail professional, you must perform many tasks. The most important of these is to apply coatings to the nail plate. Coatings are products that cover the nail plate with a hardened film. Examples of typical coatings are nail polish, top coats, nail enhancements, and adhesives. The two main types of coatings include coatings that cure or polymerize the chemical reaction, coatings that harden upon evaporation, a physical reaction. Nail enhancements and UV gel manicures are examples of coatings created by chemical reactions. Coatings created by evaporation include nail polish, base coat, and top coat. The following is a brief overview of the chemistry behind these products. Monomers, and polymers. Creating a nail enhancement is a good example of a chemical reaction. Trillions of molecules must react to make just one sculptured nail. That's pretty amazing. Durable and long-lasting coatings or nail enhancements are all created by chemical reactions. All monomer liquid and polymer powder nail enhancements, UV gels, wraps, and adhesives work in this fashion. The molecules in the product join together in extremely long chains, with each chain containing millions of molecules. These gigantic chains of molecules are called polymers. Polymers can be liquids, but they are usually solids. This chemical reaction that makes polymers is called polymerization. Oh my goodness, I don't ever have trouble with this word. Polymerization. Sometimes the terms cure, curing, or hardening are used, but they all have the same meaning. There are many different types of polymers. Teflon, nylon, hair, and wood are polymers. Proteins are also polymers. Nail plates are made of many proteins, including keratin. So, nail plates and hair are also made from polymers. The individual molecules that join to make the polymers are called monomers. In other words, monomers are the molecules that make up polymers. For example, amino acids are monomers that join together to make a polymer that is commonly called keratin. Figure 5-7 shows a simple polymer chain grows by adding monomers in a head-to-tail fashion. Understanding polymerization. I did have coffee today. I don't know what's going on there. If you understand the simple basics of polymerization, you will be able to prevent many common salon problems. Monomer liquid, polymer powder nail enhancements, and UV gels and wraps all seem very different, but they are actually quite similar. Each type of product is made from a different but closely related monomer. Monomers are like track runners milling about in the starting line, patiently waiting for the race to begin. The race starts when the proper signal is given. Once given, the runners do not stop until they cross the finish line. The same is true for monomer molecules. They are like the runners waiting for something to trigger polymerization. This is done by a special ingredient called an initiator. Initiator molecules energize. There's an exclamation mark, so I had to say it like that. They carry extra energy. Each time an initiator touches a monomer, the initiator excites it with a boost of energy. But the monomer molecules do not like the extra energy and try to get rid of it. They do this by attaching themselves to the tail end of another monomer and passing the energy along. The second monomer uses the same trick to get rid of the energy. As the game of tag continues, the chain of monomers gets longer and longer. 1 billion monomers can join in less than a second. Another exclamation mark. You have to add some dramatic effect. Soon, the many growing monomer chains begin to get in each other's way. They become tangled and knotted, which explains why the product starts to thicken. Eventually, the chains are much too long and crowded to freely move around. The product has become a teeming mass of microscopic-sized strings. When this occurs, the surface is hard enough to file, but it will be several days before the chains reach their ultimate lengths. This explains why all nail enhancements become stronger during the first 48 hours. Initiators get the extra energy they pass on from either heat or light. Liquid and powder systems use thermal initiators that gather energy from the heat of the room or hand. UV curing products use photo initiators that derive their extra energy when exposed to UV. A catalyst is a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction by making initiators work more efficiently or by helping chemical reactions happen more easily. Catalysts are found in every type of nail enhancement product and are the reason why nail enhancements harden so quickly. An oligomer is a short chain of monomers that has had the growth of its chain halted before it became a polymer. Oligomers are useful because they can be joined quickly and easily into long chains to create polymers. In a sense, an oligomer is like a frozen microwave dinner. It is pre-cooked before being frozen, so when you go to finish cooking it in your microwave, it takes 3 minutes to cook instead of 2 or 3 hours. Oligomers are important ingredients in UV gels and are what give the gels their sticky consistency. Without oligomers, UV gel products might take 2 or 3 hours to harden into nail enhancements instead of 2 or 3 minutes. Simple reverse cross-linking polymer chains. Normally, the head of one monomer reacts with the tail of another and so on. The result is a long chain of monomers attached head to tail. These are called simple polymer chains, wraps, and tip adhesives from the type of polymer. In these polymers, the tangled chains are easily unraveled by solvents, which help explain why they are easily removed. Polymer chains can also be unraveled by force. Products with simple polymer chains are easily damaged by sharp impacts or heavy stresses. Dyes and stains can also, also get lodged between the tangled chains. Nail polishes, marker ink, foods, and many other things may cause unsightly stains on the surface. To overcome these problems, UV gels and monomer liquids and polymer powder nail enhancements use small amounts of special monomers called cross-linkers. A cross-linker is a monomer that joins the different polymer chains together. These cross-links are like rungs in a ladder. Cross-links create strong net-like polymers. The result is a single three-dimensional structure of great strength and flexibility, known as a nail enhancement. Nail plates and hair also contain cross-links, which make them tough, durable, and resilient. Besides increasing the strength of both natural nails and nail enhancements, cross-links make them more resistant to staining. Cross-links are also more resistant to solvents, including water and acetone. This explains why cross-linked nail enhancements take longer to remove in acetone than products that are not cross-linked, such as wraps and tips adhesives, and why they are more resistant to the effects of water. The differences between the various types of nail enhancement products are not as great as you might imagine. All nail enhancements and adhesives are based on a family of chemical ingredients called the acrylics. Yes, all of them are acrylics. Even though most nail professionals use this term only in reference to monomer liquid and polymer powder systems, there are three main types of acrylics used to make all nail enhancements and glues: methacrylates, acrylates, acrylates, probably. Sorry. Methacrylates are used to make all monomer liquid and polymer powder systems and at least one type of UV gel. All other UV gels are based on another type of acrylic called acrylates. Acrylates or acrylates? I think it's acrylates. All nail adhesives, glues, and wraps are based on cyanoacrylates. Cyanoacrylates. Even though these three types of acrylics are closely related, they are different enough to create the unique properties that make these types of products useful to nail technicians. In other words, their physical properties may be very different, but the chemistry behind nail enhancement properties, nail enhancement products and adhesives is very similar. Methyl methacrylate monomer is a substance that has been banned in the U.S. and in many other countries. Figure 5-8 is a stamp that just says banned. Methyl methacrylate monomer, which is known as MMA, is banned in the United States. However, its use continues in some nail salons. Many nail technicians do not understand why they should not use MMA and strongly believe that toxicity is the reason. When properly used, MMA is a safe substance that is widely used around the world for many applications. MMA is the preferred bone repair cement for implantation into the body. MMA is not a carcinogen, is not absorbed into the blood to affect health, does not cause brain tumors, and is not dangerous to inhale in a salon environment that has proper ventilation. That said, there are four main reasons that MMA monomer makes a poor ingredient for nail enhancement products and should never be used. MMA nail products do not adhere well to the nail plate without shredding the surface of the nail plate with a coarse abrasive or electric file. Excessively thinning the nail plate will weaken it. MMA creates nails that are rigid and difficult to break. When jammed or caught, the overly filed or thinned natural nail plate will often break instead of the MMA enhancement. This can cause serious nail damage. MMA is extremely difficult to remove and does not dissolve in product removers. It is often pried off, creating still more damage. Since MMA products tend to discolor and become brittle more quickly than a traditional product, they must be removed more often. The difficult removal process often causes a lot of nail damage. The FDA and most state boards of cosmetology say not to use it. It's an exclamation mark. Have to do the dramatic effect. This is the most important reason.